you know, we were just talking about in the break, it's sometimes harder to start that conversation with your family, for instance, and you talk a lot about relationships. One of your books, in fact, is specifically about financial compatibility.
Yes.
So explain what you mean by that and how we can achieve financial compatibility in our relationships.
A big part of it is communication, because oftentimes we don't know how to talk about money. While you may say budgeting is one thing, I may say the same word but mean something totally different.
Great
so
point.
It's important to really know how to communicate, and it's also important to always share your financial lifestyle goals with each other. A lot of times we have that conversation while we're dating, but when we're in relationships, like when we get married after years, we stop having that conversation about our lifestyle dreams, and it's very important to continue that conversation to make sure you and your partner are on the same page.
I'd imagine as you get more comfortable in a relationship, if one person takes over the finances, maybe the conversation stops happening to a degree.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about your books, Joseph. You have two of them. They're available on Amazon.com, but kind of walk me through the differences between each one and what folks can learn from them.
Absolutely. Did Everything But Think, which is an acronym for that.
I love that.
It's the first book, and that's really written for young adults because it's helping them to transition from being a young adult and a teenager to adulthood. It helps them with making decisions like rent versus mortgage, purchasing their first car, and even how to go to school and, you know, handle student loans, which is a big part of their life right now.
Huge issue. Absolutely.
Definitely. So I wrote that primarily for young adults, and I use that when I speak at, you know, local universities just to help them with transitioning and not to run into some of the debt problems that I made mistakes running into.
You and me both. And the second book is more once you're in a relationship or as you prepare to be in a relationship. Is that right?
Actually, it's both. The first half is for singles who are preparing to be in a relationship. It helps them to profile a person a little bit better when it comes to if they're going to be financially compatible with them while they're dating before it gets too serious. And then the second half is for when you're actually in the relationship to kind of go through conflict resolution and avoid, you know, minor issues that turn into bigger issues.
I was going to say it can turn into major issues.
Yes,
all right,
definitely.
Some great information. Joseph Lorick, again, April, National Financial Literacy Month. The books are available at Amazon.com. We'll post more information too at foxbaltimore.com/morning. Great topic. So glad to hear you speak in schools too.
Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, coming up here for us, Drastic Education.